Here we go. All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. I am Mrs. Castaneda. I am the advisor of Buena Speaks. And what we're going to do in this short video presentation is show you a little bit about what we do for Buena Speaks and what we do as the journalism program for Buena High School. So first thing I'm going to do is have the student editors introduce themselves. Faith, we'll start with you.
So my name is Faith, and I am the co-editor-in-chief of Buena Speaks.
Thank you, Faith.
Nice to meet you all, or eventually I'll meet you all.
Jackie.
I'm Jackie, and I am the social media editor.
Thank you. Eliana.
I am Eliana Hernandez, and I am the A&E editor.
And Sahel.
I'm Sahel, and I am the co-editor-in-chief along with Faith.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Okay, so again, we're just going to tell you a little bit about what we do as the journalism program if you join the journalism elective and the work that you will be doing in Journalism 1 class. So I'll just start with a brief overview. In journalism, students produce the school newspaper, Buena Speaks, and each student in journalism gets to decide on which topics they want to write about for their articles. Students write about one article every 3 weeks. And in journalism, it's pretty cool because you get to explore kind of varying forms of writing and presenting information. One of the things that I hear a lot about journalism that they like is students feel as though they can, because they have so much choice in the articles they're writing, the students what they're working with, that students feel very independent and in charge of their own assignments. There's a lot of collaboration. It's a complete team effort, and you get to be the voice of your school. So it's a pretty cool responsibility and a pretty cool team of people that you get to work with if you decide to join journalism. Jackie, I think this is you.
In journalism, we have a hierarchy, so articles go through in that order, but we also work together very often in the writing process, and we do communicate a lot, so you have to be able to socialize with other people, and other students will edit your article and vice versa.
Thank you, Jackie.
So we write a lot of articles every news cycle, as Missy covered, one article every 3 weeks. You do not necessarily need to be advanced in writing. Like Jackie said, there are multiple editing processes, and we all support each other and help each other get better. It goes through a section editor, an editor-in-chief, as well as an advisor. We have article guides that can help guide you through your writing as well if you feel you need it. You have a lot of creative freedom to express your ideas in your article. Interviews allow for great quotes and interesting articles. We may have to do Zoom interviews now or email interviews, but they're all great. The editing process for articles are the same whether we are online or in distance learning. In person or in distance learning. So just know that you have a lot of support from our journalism team.
So what you're writing actually has a real world impact because it is published online on our personal website, and sometimes kind of professional or syndicated magazines or newspapers will see your article and want to publish them on their website. So what you do actually has a very real audience, and sometimes articles have even been published on the Ventura County Star, which is pretty cool. So if you want an audience for your writing, a more authentic audience, then journalism is a great opportunity for you.
Yeah, so our new online edition, we just got this brand new shiny website, and it's relatively simple to use once you practice a little bit. And you get a lot of freedom, like you can have polls, you can have links to YouTube videos, stuff like that. It's pretty easy to use once you practice, but it's also a lot of fun.
So this year, our main newspaper is online. In the past, we've done print newspapers, and this year we really got to take a deep dive into publishing articles online.
And in the past, when we were mainly a news printing newspaper, we use InDesign to design our newspapers. But hopefully, when we eventually all go back into school, we can implement InDesign back into our learning. And we also use PictoChart as our infograph designing website.
So you'll also get taught how to use some pretty sophisticated graphic design platforms. Social media to Jackie.
We have a platform on both Instagram and Twitter. And on there we advertise recently posted articles, and we advertise for upcoming events. It's an important role as a social media editor because you are in charge of basically growing your audience and allowing them to realize that the articles and events are there for them to interact with.
Thanks, Jackie. Eliana?
So for your articles, wherever they're published, we always try to have photos or graphics for them to make them more immersive and to catch more attention from the readers. And so they're a great way to like make your article more interesting and to have more of a creative outlet with it and to have more depth with it. Like you can make a graphic of something you weren't able to say in your article, and so it makes it more fun.
Do you need to be a very experienced drawer? Do you have to have taken Art 1 in order to create a graphic for journalism?
Not at all. You can even like PictoChart's a great way to do that without having that artistic ability because it's just some online images.
Absolutely. But if you like to draw, if you're particularly skilled in drawing, there definitely is artistic elements to what we do in journalism. And those skills, it's not only writing, those skills are also something that we're hoping to have a potential journalism student. Jackie, photography and editing.
So right now we're not really taking a lot of pictures in person because of Corona. So once we go back, we will be in charge of taking more photos like at sports and clubs and at school activities. For the newspaper printing edition, we do use Photoshop to edit like the lighting, but it's not so extensive that you have to know a lot about it. It's pretty easy to pick up. And you don't really have to have background knowledge on picture taking or photo editing. You just have to like to take pictures.
Be willing to learn, right? That's a lot of what journalism is. Willingness to learn, willingness to take risks. So we're always looking for anyone that has experience with photography is wonderful. We're always hoping to recruit those students. But if you don't have any prior knowledge or experience with photography, that we do cover those skills in journalism as well. So that is pretty much it for our presentation on the kind of what we do in journalism. If you have any questions, you can always email me or ask your question in the Google form that is linked at the bottom of this email. We really hope that you consider becoming a part of the Buena Speaks family. I know that Faith, Eliana, Sahel, and Jackie would all say that journalism was one of the highlights of the day, that when we were in the classroom walking in kind of felt like you were walking into part of a family or part of a group of students who are very dedicated and committed to creating the student newspaper, to being the voice of our community, and to writing about topics that are important to them. So this elective is challenging, but it's also very rewarding. And so we hope you are up to the challenge. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or ask a question through the Google form. Okay. Hope you consider becoming a part of journalism. Talk to your counselor if you're interested. All right. Take care. Bye.